I'm kind of shocked no one's talking about this, but discipline is not supposed to be hard. Discipline is not supposed to be something that you need to fight your way through and power through every single day. There are a lot of ways that we can make discipline super simple. That way it's not fighting to wake up at 4 a.m. because that's what the fitness influencer online said you need to do. So today we're going to go over 3 ways to make discipline super easy. That way you can just crush your goals in life without feeling like you need to power through everything. The first one is going to be to stop building discipline and start building self-trust. I recently realized that there's a correlation between successful people and not successful people. The successful people always have self-respect and self-trust because they know they're going to do what they say they're going to do. The people that are not thriving and they're not doing well and they're not hitting their goals typically don't even keep their word to themselves, so they don't have any confidence, they don't have any trust even in themselves, and a lot of times that ripples down and they don't even have trust in the external world and the people around them, which is extremely unfortunate. So the first step for how you're going to make discipline super easy is you're going to start keeping your word to yourself. If you say you're going to wake up at a certain time in the morning, you're going to wake up at that time. If you say you're going to go to the gym and it's on the way home and you drive by it anyway, you're going to go to the gym. Even if it means all you do is pull up to the parking lot, park for a minute, and then leave and go home. You're keeping your word to yourself. At least you went to the gym. It doesn't require a lot, but you need to do those small steps to build that self-trust in yourself. So that way, when you say you're going to do something, you know that you mean it. When you make a promise to yourself that you keep failing, just do the smallest first step of it. You don't need to do all of it at once. If I say I'm going to read before bed and I keep looking at this book next to me, literally just read one sentence and then put the book down. And then the night after, maybe you read 2 sentences. And then maybe a week later, you're reading a paragraph. And then 2 months later, wow, now I'm reading a chapter a night. When you say you're going to do something, just do the smallest possible first step you can break it down into, and it'll start building self-trust, and that'll ripple into all the larger things you're trying to do in your life. Step 2, you need to stop relying on willpower, and you need to start making better systems. Say I want to wake up in the morning, and I want to get right out of bed at 5 o'clock, right? That's my goal. But my phone is by my bed, so when the alarm goes off, I pick up the phone and I see all my notifications and I start scrolling, and it's warm in bed and it feels good. Literally the easiest thing you can do to make yourself get out of bed and build that system is before you go to bed, simply put your phone on the other side of your room. It's not very hard. That is literally the easiest system, and again, the smallest step you can take. So that way, the system is in place and you can't fail, because no matter what happens, you are forced to get out of bed first thing to turn off the loud alarm. And this is what you have to do with everything in your life. Being a successful, disciplined person isn't about powering through a bunch of battles and just fighting them down every single day. Being a disciplined person is more about making it so you have systems in place. That way you have less battles, and doing the right thing is always the easier thing to do, not something you need to keep powering through. It's not that these successful people have crazy discipline and they're just punching the day in the face. It's that they have the systems, so everything they're doing throughout the day is just a no-brainer and they can't fail because they have systems in front of them that makes it so easy. Incorporate these systems in your life. Take the task that you want to take on and put a system in place so it would be harder to not do the thing than it would be to do the thing. And the biggest one, the third and final thing, you need to stop expecting perfection. Everything we do is going to fail. We're going to have moments where we cannot do the thing. We're going to have moments where it doesn't work. I went to the farmer's market the other day, and even though I'm on a cut, I definitely had a big donut. But that's not a failure, because a lot of times we're too hard on ourselves. That donut still fit into my calories. It wasn't a fail. It feels like a fail because I ate something unhealthy. But a lot of times we hold ourselves to these standards that are unrealistic. You don't need to be extremely disciplined when you say you're on a diet and do 100% this diet, no cheating, nothing wrong at all for months and months and months. You can have a moment here and there where you still enjoy life. But the trick is not letting that moment turn into bigger ones where things start failing and now you're making bad decisions back to back. Instead of looking at something as a failure when you mess up in a system that you're trying to incorporate or a goal that you have, you need to just look at it as a hiccup. Everything we do in life is going to go up and down over and over. But how you respond to the hiccups is going to dictate what the trend looks like over time, right? When you see the stock market going up, it's not a straight line. It goes down and up and it slowly moves over time, right? This is how your goals are going to work also. You need to break things down into ways so when something fails and a system fails and something falls through, you're not hating yourself. You just take a breath and you say, okay, that was a little hiccup. Let's keep going. You're going to skip workouts because you're going to be hurt. You're going to be tired. You're not going to be able to do some stuff here and there. But the rule is you can only mess something up one time. Don't let it turn into doing it 2 times or 3 times or 4 times. If I miss a workout today because I wasn't feeling well, it doesn't give me the right to miss one tomorrow. If anything, now I'm obligated to make sure I do not miss the next one because I need to stay on the trend. Discipline is not hating yourself every time you mess up. It's building systems so that you can't mess up, and it makes the decision easy. It's giving yourself some grace in those moments when you do fail and not letting a new trend create traction.